I'm eating 3,500 if you average it out, and I'm averaging 800 calories a day in cardio. So take the 800 out, that puts me down to like 2,700 really, because I'm racing bicycles. So my opinion is, wow. I mean, and you said you were 255. Is that the heaviest you've ever been? Because I did watch a video, you lost like 75 pounds. So
Oh,
were you a chubby kid? Were you lean? Like, what are your genetics like, because obviously
my
you're in good shape now.
my baseline genetics was 138-pound skinny rail at the same 1 inch shorter than I am now. So I was 6 feet tall when I started, 138 pounds, and then I got up to my heaviest maybe like 265, and it was not a good 265 though. It was like a really rough 265, and yeah, the sleep apnea was horrendous then, and that cut lost 70 pounds or whatever it was. Yeah, that was like from my like most severe sleep apnea point of being a fat disaster down to like, close to single digits kind of thing.
And
Yeah.
what do you weigh now?
I sit around like 215 to 220 pretty comfortably. I'd like to get lower though, personally. Like it's summer and I don't know, it's just would be
Is your
nice to
body
be
fat
lower.
at like say 15%, like a really healthy weight? Like you can't really tell. I've only seen you kind of in the upper body, but
Probably like 13 to 14, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's yeah, something like that. Like I have visible abs. They're not like sharp, but they're definitely like decent enough that they're visible without even really flexing them. So I don't know. That that some people would say that's 10. There's no way I'm 10, but I would imagine like 13, 14 or something. But
yeah, so it's
yeah,
quite healthy. So it's a good, I'd call it like a good gain type weight, like 12 to
yeah.
15%. It should be able to gain body fat. And what do you eat? Like, are you on a 3,000 calorie thing? Are you doing cardio every day? Are you getting in 20 minutes? Like what's your regimen in terms of, eating, training, diet, fitness in general?
So right now I think my calorie intake is 3,000 about, and I'm probably going to cut it down a little bit though, because I don't do as much cardio as I probably um as I should, to be honest. Like I go for a few 10-minute walks a day, and that's like pretty much it. Like I don't do any like sports really anymore. And to
Well,
be
20
honest,
minutes, 7 days a week, 140, it's almost that 150 minutes of, some moderate activity a week. If it's just a
yeah,
slow walk, like your grandma Josephine, maybe it's not quite what,
yeah.
want to brisk it, a little bit faster of a walk, but
To get to like single digit body fat percentage though, I feel like that's like not enough cardio to be ideal. Like I'm gonna have to definitely lean into the calorie deficit more aggressively, I feel like. Like I'm envious sort of the people that can eat over 3,000 calories and stay shredded, but at the same time I'm like, well, they're doing way more activity than I am. Like I have to cognitively, I have to like actually remind myself to like go move after I eat, because it's like otherwise I just sit on my computer the entire time. Like I lift 4 days a week, and that's like an hour each session. And then other than that, I have to like remind myself to go like actively walk. So
arguably, I would say that your metabolism is faster than mine because I'm eating 3,500 if you average it out, and I'm averaging 800 calories a day in cardio. So take the 800 out, that puts me down to like 2,700 really, because I'm racing bicycles. So my opinion is you're like you're saying, I'm jealous. I wish I could eat more. And it's like, yeah, but to eat more, trust me, if
yeah,
I ate 3,000 like you, I would be miserable, like suffering. Like, I don't know if like maybe you're hungry in your diet and whatnot, but like when you get to a certain level, it's beyond like what your genetic predisposition, like maybe for you, 12 to 15% is that sweet spot where you feel amazing. You get down to 11, your body's going to send so many hunger signals. You're just going to be like, feel like shit. I'm going to train hard. So for me, like I'm 9%, but it's not easy to be 9 because my body isn't made. Like you see my parents, it's not like I have some kind of genetics to be shredded. It's not
yeah,
shitty, but it's certainly not like amazing. My
yeah.
mom's like 5 foot tall and 160 pounds type thing. It's not like, shredded family genetics or something, but by doing all that cardio, I'm able to burn off a lot of calories. But if I cut that out, I'd be eating less than you.
Hmm. One thing, this is actually a good introduction to one of my questions. Is so you asked me like what I eat, and one of my questions is actually, have you ever read The Vertical Diet by Stan Efferding, and how do you think it compares to the Anabolic Cookbook for Bulking and Cutting?